Alright, so this is going to be a little odd because this is the end of a previous run that I just now acquired. And that is the end of the quote-unquote Donny Cates run of Hulk. For those who don't know, or those who need remembering, Donny Cates was writing Hulk and Thor until he had an accident that rendered him badly injured, and different artists and writers had to take over. Well, for Hulk, it was Ryan Ottley who took over, and actually something kind of interesting I want to point out, that while the Thor comic did continue, the furthest Cates got in his run with that was a Venom story that involved Al Ewing. But there were I think there were one more volume after that. I think it was a solid story arc, two story arcs after this. Whereas this ended second, this is only the second volume. After issue 10, it was 4 issues and then out. Whereas the Thor run got a little more extension. This kind of tells me that probably people weren't picking up Donny Cates' Thor, which sucks because it's a pretty unique take. Would it have been a take I would have gone with and lasted longer than 14 issues? I think it could have lasted at least I think Cates had in mind a solid 25 issue run, if I remember, 24, 25 issue run, if I've heard right. But yeah, they had to, I guess it just wasn't selling as well, so that led to this being swept under the rug and leading to Philip Kennedy Johnson's Hulk run, Incredible Hulk run, which has been awesome. I've only read the first volume, but yeah, it's been really good so far. So for those who need some reminding, basically what happened is that Banner is traveling the multiverse after taking over the Hulk's body and making it into basically Starship Hulk. He has, after an event in El Paso where several people were killed, Banner took over the Hulk's body, and now he's traversing the multiverse to find somewhere peaceful. After a battle with Thor in the Hulk-Thor event Banner of War, Banner has now found himself to a planet that is filled with Hulks. Basically, they were people who were exposed to gamma radiation and revere Hulk as a god to them. So that's where we are. So the first 2 issues and the setup for the whole story arc is written by Donny Cates, but 11 through 14, the last 4 issues, they're all Ryan Ottley. And I gotta say, he had to, apparently Ottley, I guess since the book was ending sooner than it did, they had to, hustle. Ottley had to hustle on art as well as writing on this. And I gotta say, I really dig Ryan Ottley's artwork in here, but I'll also say that he sucks at some faces. I think some facial expressions aren't great. But yeah. So we find out how Banner, used technology. Obviously, he stole technology from MODOK, but he also used some magic behind it. And we find out who it is, as well as what the big overarching threat is, Titan. If you guys remember, in Donny Cates' run, the big thing was he was going to unleash a new Hulk. Basically the Hulk's Hulk. The Hulk's Hulk, excuse me. Which was, if you remember that god-awful event, what was it? Axis? Yeah. The whole thing with Claw. But yeah. That was a thing. But yeah, so we don't talk about that. We talk about Titan, which in here is just more of Banner's trauma that has been triggered and given form. And we also find out who was behind the magic behind. We think it's Doctor Strange, but really it was someone posing as Doctor Strange, and it's literally the last guy anyone would think of. Despair, who is a fear lord. He's a fear demon and one of Doctor Strange's enemies. They don't explain why. They do mention something with the green door, but yeah, I'm Despair? Of all the, it's cool. I love when they use, obscure villains, but, Despair out of nowhere. And also, the whole thing that he serves Titan, for the Fear Lords, and then they say, oh, I serve the one below all, or something like that. It's weird. It's a very weird, kind of explanation for everything. So, yeah. Anyway. It was a pretty decent run. I feel like I do like the other characters, like Monolith, the Queen of Hulk Planet, and some of the other characters, but I do feel like this got wrapped up way too fast. But on the other hand, I'm like, I feel like this could have gone, like, 1 or 2 issues would have helped, but yeah, I don't know how long Cates was planning on doing his Hulk run. Because his Guardians of the Galaxy was only 12 issues, and I guess he wanted to do a longer epic with Thor, but, you know, circumstances outside didn't help. On the plus side, though, his Hulk run is only 2 volumes, so if you want to pick up a fast, very unique kind of Hulk comic, I'd say you can still find both volumes. Smastronaut. Technically, there's 3 volumes. Okay, there's technically 3 volumes. There's Smastronaut. There's also the Hulk Thor event, Banner of War, which ties in with his Thor run, and then this. So technically, there's 3 books. So still not a lot more to get. Anyway, so there you go. That's my review of Hulk Planet, or I'll just call it Hulk Planet. But if you've read this book, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of it. And yeah, just comment below, let me know what did you guys think of the Donny Cates Hulk run in general and stuff like that. But other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.